Hi everyone and welcome back to some more Civilization 6. So, this is probably going to be the last episode, because we are very close to winning culture victory, even without trying, because I haven't picked up any policies that would increase our tourism. So, I'm not even trying, and we are still very close to culture victory. Having said that, it might not happen in this episode, we'll see. We are around 30 tourism away right now. Or 30 tourists away. And we got nuclear fission. If I get a chance though, I will build a nuke and nuke someone. And we can build the Manhattan Project in our capital. That's our highest production city, 117 production. Pretty good. That will take 9 turns. It does take a while. But if I get a chance to build a nuke, I will definitely do so. And it cannot be rushed, unfortunately. We have to build it the old-fashioned way. Other than that, let's have a look. What can we research? Telecommunications, that unlocks nuclear submarine, which isn't something we need right now. Lasers for a jet fighter. Yeah, we can get lasers, why not? And maybe build a fighter or two. Or a bomber. We can get a bomber, why not? And we also have some uranium, so that's nice. We got uranium for nukes. And Ulm, let's have a look. We can build an amphitheater, yep, we definitely need that, because we still got at least one great writer waiting. Let's just move him right away. So off you go. We don't even have to wait to repair. Wait, it's not damaged, is it? No, it's not. Granary is damaged. Alright, and Apostle. What can we get? Plus 20 religious strength in theological combat. Yeah, the other promotion is completely worthless at this stage of the game, so we'll pick up extra strength. Not that we'll really use it, but whatever. And promotion, plus 10 combat strength versus fortified defender, plus 7 when defending against ranged attacks. Let's go for defense against ranged attacks. I don't really plan to declare war on anyone, but we could always declare war on Scythia, you know, just for fun, because we can, basically. Don't need any other reasons. Let's attach the observation balloon to the artillery. And anything else? The builders. What can we still get around here? Can we get more production? Yeah, we can. Alright, we'll do that then. We can still also improve the thirds, but we don't really need thirds. And Apostle, yep, you will wait. 3 more builds. So a farm, a lumber mill, and then probably another farm or another lumber mill. Kill the barbarians. There has to be another barbarian camp somewhere around there, because they are coming from somewhere. Oh yeah, it's right here. I guess we'll get rid of that, because it's not like our units have anything better to do. We still got almost 5,000 gold, and I will use it for something. Wait, what's this? Oh yeah, that's the improvement from one of the city-states. Plus 2 faith, plus 1 culture. I don't really need that. Let's get some production. Actually, hold on, we only got 1 build left. We'll build a farm in that case. Now, I could buy a naturalist, but I checked the appeal map mode, and we don't really have any valid locations for national parks. Actually, do we? No, we don't. I would need a few more tiles. So right now, there's not much point buying one. However, I can't really spend my faith for anything else. So we might as well buy one. Although, that's not entirely true. I can spend my faith for great people, if I want to. But I don't think there's the need to. Probably not. We'll get these guys one way or the other. I could just speed them up slightly. Yeah, we'll actually get a great admiral, which we don't really need, but we'll get one. That bonus is actually pretty nice. Plus 50% flanking bonus for all naval units if we retire him. Alright. We will get another great scientist soon. Albert Einstein. Alright, not buying the naturalist. There's no need. So, farm. I think we have enough farms around here, but one more build left. So I guess that's going to be a farm then. What do you want? I'm not interested, no. Sorry. So now everyone, or almost everyone, is unfriendly, other than Greece. Mostly because we are allied with Greece. And being allied is a significant boost. Plus 17. So that completely negates the warmongering penalty with Greece. Having said that, we got some other negatives with Greece. Wait, hold on. Let me check that again. Greece. They dislike civilizations with low income. How is this low income? What's their income then? They have less gold than we do. I assume we can see what their income is. 218 per turn apparently. Okay, so they do have higher income than ours. But I wouldn't call 162 gold per turn low income, come on now. I guess it's low for them.
A bird came down the wall.
So, another great work and another great person. That's yet another great writer. And a great scientist. Triggers Eureka moment for one random technology in the modern or atomic era. Applies 23 great people points towards recruiting all current and future great people. That's pretty good. Alright then. And lighthouse, because that's only one turn. What do we need? 0 amenities. Might be worth building entertainment district. So let's do that over here. Is that really the best spot for it? Well, I guess it is. Although, industrial zone would be better. Yes, it would in fact be better. We could buy a tile. And then place the entertainment district over here. That sounds like a better plan. Yep. Alright. Anything else? Ulm. Research lab, sewer, monument. That's only 3 turns. Heal back to full and let's go get rid of that barbarian camp. Because it's about time. So, 45. I don't plan starting any more wars, unless it involves nuking someone. That's likely going to be the last thing we'll do in this game, unless we win beforehand. Which we probably will. We got a boost to rocketry, that's not very useful, but alright, thanks. How far are we? We got 103 tourists. Okay, so we are around 30 or 40 away. Might not actually get it in this episode, we'll see. Okay, so I suppose that's it. But I can speed up my victory quite easily by switching some policies. I'm just not doing it on purpose because I want to have a chance to use a nuke in this game before it actually ends. Because, you know, that's tradition. End the game with a nuke. No better way to end the game than with a nuke. Clearly. We could totally nuke Greece. Ally for the entire game and then we nuke them at the end. That's just harsh. But hey, they declared war on us in the early game, so they started, right? We remember even 2000 years later, or 3000 years later. I don't remember what year it was. And yet another great person. Yeah, we are getting so many great people, and we just don't have enough slots to use all of them. It's pretty funny. It is partially because of the difficulty level, but Kongo gets quite a bit more great person points. Especially if you focus on that, which I mostly did. Anyways, stock exchange, power plant. We don't need harbor all that much. Let's get an art museum actually, because it looks like we'll need it. And shipyard is only 4 turns. Theater square, do we have a good spot for that? I would have to replace the farm. But I suppose that's, well, I would have to replace the rice. Now we can build it here. Alright, looks good. So this guy will have to wait, because we cannot actually use him right now. Nope. But we can move him over. So off you go. And skip turn or sleep, that would be better. You will also sleep. Another archaeologist is almost done.
Counted sweet.
And more great works. We can grab a few artifacts once he's done. There's one right here, antiquity site. And there are also a few shipwrecks in the area over here. We have enough antiquity sites around. And we got inspiration for professional sports. And a trade route. Let's see, we could speed up the Manhattan project and the nuke. So let's maybe try to do that. Why not? And stock exchange, research lab. Arena will only take 1 turn. Let's just build that. And continue the research lab. We actually need to expand our housing a bit. We could start a forest and then build it there, but I need a builder for that. We'll get a builder then, no problem. And kill the barbarians. Bye. It's been nice knowing you. Another trader. And another builder perhaps. We got quite a few unimproved tiles. And we still got unimproved tiles over here. The hills. Sure, another builder, why not? And what are the spies doing? They aren't doing anything useful. It's time to change that then. Come on guys, make yourselves useful. Great work, heist. We could try that, but first let's gain some sources. And the other spy is in a Greek city, in Athens. Let's have a look then. Gain sources. We could also sabotage production. Let's gain sources first, because that will help. And we got some promotion. That's just an apostle. Hidden conversion. I mean, it's not super useful, but the other one is completely worthless. There. Probably won't use that, but at least there's a remote possibility that we will. Alright, workshop, because production is a little bit too low in there. And go kill the scout. And you need to wait for the art museum. Can we rush the art museum? Let's have a look. Yeah, we could rush it for 1000. I mean, I might as well do it. We would have to just buy it, which means this would technically be wasted production time. Yeah, let's not waste production time. We can just wait 4 turns and then spend the gold for something else. Artifact. From Scythia, alright? We need 2 more. Sleep instead of skip turn. And I guess we can buy the tile by now. To get more production. There we go. How are tile assignments in here anyway? We can get a bit of extra production. We got 7 out of 12 housing, so I would like to grow this city more. That will do for now. We don't have that many farms around here. We can get 1 more to the south. Spain is still sending missionaries and apostles, but no one is really winning the religious war. Scythia did convert quite a few thieves, but they will not be able to convert Spain. And I would declare war on them if they got even remotely close to a religious victory. However, this is still the closest any AI got to any kind of victory in the games that I played so far. So good job, Scythia. Alright, let's see. What's the maximum production we can get? Can this be sorted? No, it cannot be sorted. That is unfortunate. That's the one functionality I'm missing here. Being able to sort this list. By gold, by production, or anything else that you want to sort it by. Well, 5 food, 5 production, 6 gold, 1 faith. I guess that will have to do. Sure, that will do. And 19 out of 23 housing, so we're good on housing. We'll get a power plant. And let's go get that antiquity site to the north. We'll just use our unit to protect the archaeologist. 3 more turns. We'll just wait for that. Sleep. So let's check everyone's science status. Rome should be in the lead right now. We got 58 techs. Rome has 37. Yeah. They are 21 technologies behind. That's pretty harsh. 33 on Greece. 33 on Philip. 31 on Japan. 29 on America. 26 on Scythia. But hey, Scythia is actually getting reasonably close to religious victory despite being so far behind. Mostly because no one did anything about it. I could obviously just wipe them out if I wanted to. But it's good to see that the AI cares about the victory condition long before they get to the end of the tech tree. Anyway, Eureka for robotics and inspiration for social media.
When God said, "Let there be light,"
and we finished lasers research.
It has been said that
Alright, and we got
arguing against
globalization. That's what the Eureka boost was from. As for the research, nuclear fusion, I guess. I don't think we'll get a chance to build that. Yeah, that seems rather unlikely. What are the alternatives? Rocket artillery is the alternative. Yeah, sure. We'll go for rocket artillery. And what else? Awards 1 envoy. I guess that's useful. Let's go for that. And what's that policy? Not very useful for us now. Nope, not useful at all, in fact. Not even one bit. So now we need to start a forest somewhere. On the tundra tile. Because tundra is otherwise pretty useless. So we'll use the 2 turns to build something else. We can get some progress towards the research lab. And let's grab 2 farms on these tiles. Yeah, this is a hill, but I would like to get some adjacency bonuses. So that's exactly what we'll do. Alright, protect the archaeologist, because I wouldn't want him to die to a half-dead scout. That would be very unfortunate. And we have to pick or change policies. No, we have to pick one policy. Which policy got obsoleted? I wish it actually told you which policy got obsoleted. But alright. I mean, we could go for production from international trade routes. I'm mostly using domestic trade routes right now. But we can swap them out once they expire. So sure, let's go for that. Plus 5 production and plus 10 gold is quite nice. Alright, sounds good to me. What are the alternatives? Yeah, tourism, culture. That would be the best choice if I wanted to win as fast as possible. Just to be clear about that. Yeah, this looks fine to me. I'm just checking. We don't need a production bonus to wonders. Alright, done. Can we get another trader? No. Alright, amphitheater then, because we certainly need that. We are getting great writers faster than we can build amphitheaters for them. We got so many great works of writing. We pretty much monopolized great works of writing in this game. I don't think anyone other than us got a great writer. I don't remember. I don't think so. And we got yet another great person. That is a great engineer. This district's regional buildings provide +2 production. This district's regional buildings reach 3 tiles farther. Okay, so that will be best around Mbanza, Kongo, I suppose? I think so. Well, no, it might be best on this. No, they will reach 3 tiles farther. That will be almost enough to reach the city to the west, but not quite. This one might be best, in fact. I think so, so let's go there. And grab that antiquity site already. Come on, people. And kill the scout. So, more production, -1 amenities. Can we do anything about that? Well, not really. So we're bank, military academy, 12 out of 14 housing. We could build a wonder in 11 turns. Not a very useful wonder, but hey, 2 relic slots. That is actually semi-useful, but I would have to remove the wheat, which I'm not willing to do. No, I'm definitely not willing to do that. Needs to be built on floodplains or marsh. So, no. What do we do then? We could just recruit a unit or 2. Let's grab a military engineer. Because with that we can build an airstrip, which I'm probably not going to use. But hey, that's a minor detail, we can still build it, right? So with the production bonus, we'll go for an international trade route. In fact, let's move him over to our capital to speed up the nuke construction. Because that's pretty much the last thing that I would like to do in this game. Drop a nuke on someone. Just a present, because we are nice people. So, plant woods and we'll switch production to our unique district. There, very nice. I really like Kongo after this game. I wonder how they will do on higher difficulty levels. Oh, he wants his spy back. Yep, we can accept that. That is fine. How close are we? Let's see, 113 out of 144. Okay, so it will take a little bit longer than I thought. That's good, that will give us a chance to drop a nuke. And I think I'll actually switch to some tourism policies. Because I'm pretty sure we'll have enough time to drop a nuke on someone. Like Scythia. I'll probably drop it on Scythia. Especially since they have a crap ton of horsemen around their cities. So that's a great target. Alright, so disconnect. And, well, we need to go around. I mostly wanted to escort my dude. So there's the artifact. Right here. Alright, and back to production. Broadway, oh yeah, we should continue Cristo Redentor, I suppose. That's not a wonder I ever built before. So we can give it a shot. And what else? Power plant. Zero amenities. Actually, I think we should build entertainment complex. We just don't have a good tile for it. I would have to replace one of the farms, which I would prefer not to do. I guess we could build it here. Alright, that's fine. Let's build it over there. It's not a terrible idea. Alright, carry on. And art museum, or archaeological museum? I think art museum is what we need more. Right now we don't need either, I don't think so. We can grab a power plant. We need 7 population for one more district. We can speed it up a little bit, 13 turns. Good timing. The power plant will finish right before that. And what about that trade route? What's the most production we can get from an international trade route? 8 with Athens. I think that's going to be the best trade route overall. Because it was already one of the best international trade routes before. Yeah, that is the best one by far. Off you go then. And what else? Another trade route. So send it to our capital again. Is it really necessary? Yeah, sure, why not? We'll try to maximize our production in there. Same with you, I think. Yep, let's just do that. We'll see just how much production we can get. And we finished a bomber, so we need to rebase him a few times. I'm not sure if we'll be able to rebase him all the way. This is what an airstrip might actually be useful for. We can build one here, and then here for example, and then it should be close enough to rebase all the way. But we need that military engineer first. We should actually build 2 military engineers. So we can get one after the Mbanza. Yep, sure, that works. Can't kill that guy just yet. Any more improvements? We can remove the jungle. So let's maybe do that. And yet another trade route. I will actually keep this one here. So Athens. Because that city could use the help with production. Oh, more units? Right, activate the Great Engineer. The Manhattan Project is almost done. How's culture doing? 117 out of 144. Alright, and we also finished nuclear program, which means I could switch some of these policies. What do we want to remove? I don't think we need public works anymore all that much. We'll be fine without 5-year plan. Yeah, I think so. It's just the adjacency bonus, not the yield bonus to all the buildings inside. And let's see. 100% tourism bonus from great works of art and artifacts. And tourism from great works of music. Do we have the third policy? I don't remember what it was exactly. No, we don't have that yet. So this will do. Yep, looks fine to me. Do we want to swap anything else? I don't think so. Unit maintenance reduced. Yeah, this is fine, I think. Alright, confirm. And that's 530 tourism. And killed the scout. Finally. Took long enough. And what can we go for? Let's have a look. Social media. Oh yeah, that's the tourist bonus that I was talking about. There's not a whole lot left to research. We'll get professional sports because that unlocks the stadium. And we kind of do need a stadium actually. And then social media. So yeah, sounds good. And we got yet another great person. So many great people in this game. Oh yeah, that's the Great Admiral. Not super useful, but whatever. I guess we'll just retire him right away. Apostle operates as medic. Sure, why not? And... oh yeah, we just finished the Manhattan project. So we can get started on a nuke. That will only take 5 turns. Not bad. So can we rebase all the way? We can rebase all the way, alright. We don't need that second military engineer in that case. We'll continue the research lab. Yep. And amphitheater, obviously, because we really need that. More great works. And a promotion for an apostle. Gains 3 extra spreads when moving adjacent to a natural wonder. We can certainly do that. There are still some barbarians over there. Seaport? No, we do not need a seaport. Banza? No, we do not need that either. At least not at the moment. Let's get some artillery. Can't go wrong with artillery, right? And I don't have that many units, actually. Helicopter, 22 turns. No, that's a bit too much for my taste. And another trade route. What's the next best trade route? 7 production, 16 gold. Yep, that's probably the next best one after Athens. Anything with more than 6 production. 7 to Boston. Yep, looks good. Off you go. And there's the Great Admiral. We'll just retire him right away. So there we go. And remove the jungle. That will give us production and food, which is very nice. We could start a district now, but let's finish the power plant. So how much will we get in one turn? I can't see because it already changed when I opened that screen apparently. Alright. Well, this looks like enough for at least one more episode. And we are getting close to the end of this one. So I'm going to continue on next time. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.